Wow. Romero says that Terence Crawford is scared of Errol Spence and he can't sell no pay-per-views. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in, smash the like button, SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be when it comes to this boxing. So get used to it. So Romero, he was caught at the Danny Garcia, Jose Benavidez Jr. fight, and he said some very interesting things. He said that, I'm just going to paraphrase, you guys can find the media scrum on the internet. But what he said was, Terence Crawford is ugly. Terence Crawford can't sell no pay-per-views. And he says Terence Crawford is scared of Errol Spence. So he says he can envision himself fighting Errol Spence, problem solved, because he don't know if basically Crawford will man up and fight against Errol Spence. Wow. The other thing is, a reporter asked, they were like, hey, what about, would you fight, because you keep calling out Errol Spence, would you fight Terence Crawford? And then to which Rolly says, no, he's ugly, he can't sell, so I don't give a F about Terence Crawford. Like, basically, it's not a big fight versus me and Errol Spence will be a big fight. Couple things to say here. For one, Rolly is crazy. Rolly, like, he's saying all types of stuff, calling out Errol Spence, hasn't moved to welterweight, definitely has some size to him, but, Errol Spence and Crawford are considered top of the totem pole, and, Rolly's bad-mouthing both. Two, from what I know about Terence Crawford and his temperament, Terence Crawford is like literally the type of person that will pull up on you, from what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? So Rolly, he's not mentioning his words, which could create some enemies or, situations if you're in the same environment, because we know Terence Crawford was with Mike Tyson at the UFC fights. There were some people on the card that Terence Crawford was going to support, but he could have just as easily, maybe if that UFC fight card was not going on and he didn't have people probably from Omaha on the card that he was going to support, he could have possibly went to the Showtime card, Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez, which means it would have been Rolly and Terence Crawford in the same spot, or the same thing with Errol Spence. Rolly's saying these different things, and Errol Spence, he's a PBC fighter as well. He's Al Heyman advised, so they might be in the same room. So just stay tuned. We'll leave it at that. I'm not condoning anything, but we'll leave it at that. Now, the other thing is, you look at some of the damage that Terence Crawford's former promoter, Bob Arum, has done with Terence Crawford's brand, because now everyone keeps saying this notion that Terence Crawford can't sell, he can't sell. And a lot of that started kind of with Bob Arum. Bob Arum was the one who, at least as a promoter, put the information out that Terence Crawford, he did an interview with The Athletic, a couple of them. And Bob Arum was saying that Terence Crawford, he doesn't sell, he doesn't generate any money. And now you have people like Rolly who are actually going out and putting that on wax and co-signing that belief. Like, hey, like, basically, as great of a fighter as Crawford is, a fight with Crawford is not the big fight. I'd rather fight Errol Spence, right? And it's just about the way the branding. Now, I also said that to say this is, from the outside looking in, hopefully the fight happens with Spence and Crawford. I don't know. There's some obstacles, obviously, because it would have probably been announced by now had there not been. The other thing with that is Terence Crawford, some of the past statements he said, it just doesn't really align with the perception of his brand right now. Like, oh, give me 60-40, the lion's share, 50-50. So I can ultimately see that being a stumbling block that needs to be hurdled on the Crawford side, because Crawford knows he's a good fighter and, believes his value, or the value of the Spence-Crawford fight, is X, Y, and Z. But based on the business side and the branding side, I don't know that Crawford's brand has necessarily reached the level of, probably what he wants in terms of compensation. So These are things that have to be figured out. That's what negotiations are for. Let me know what you guys think of Rolly's comments. Rolly, definitely a wild child. He said he doesn't have a fight announced, or he would have already announced it. So we'll see what's next for Rolly. I'm curious to see what weight class he actually fights at. Last fight, he was knocked out by Tank Davis at 135. He's talked about moving to welterweight. He talked about skipping 140. So I guess we have to wait and see. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your thoughts. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.